Welcome to Beyond the F, a podcast about nothing and everything all at once. I'm Kat of Glow of Pew.
And I'm Phil.
And these are the monotone musings of two idiot lovers.
And we're back.
And we're back. Again.
Yes, unfortunate scenarios happened to the first time we recorded this week. But we are starting fresh. We're not trying to recreate what we did before.
It's impossible to capture that magic again, so we're just starting completely over. So you'll never know what we talked about last time.
And it was good. It was a good one.
It was good, but I feel good about this one.
I feel good about this one too. You came up with some really good topics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you also came up with a really good salad tonight, by the way.
I did.
Mm-hmm. It was great.
And we chopped it.
Chopped it for the first time. Got
Thanks,
a salad
Amazon.
chopper.
I'll link it. It made it so chopped, like perfectly chopped. I hate huge pieces of salad, especially huge pieces of lettuce.
Also, don't come at me, and you can really have this problem with romaine. Don't come at me with like a big stalk. Big thick stalk. No.
Yeah, what about a wedge salad? Like, why are you giving me this? Let me order the wedge, but let me order it chopped. Like, don't give me a chore.
Yeah. So the chopper was a success.
Absolutely.
It was great. All right. What are we talking about tonight?
My favorite topic, things we're excited about for fall. Fall is my favorite season.
It is your favorite season.
Of course it is. My birthday, Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's not to like?
You said, those two things alone.
That's two on my list right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cool.
There are a million other things.
So outside of the two holidays that come in fall, and that's your birthday and Halloween.
Yeah.
What do you love about fall? What are you excited about specifically, like this upcoming fall?
Okay, well, technically this starts even pre-fall. Let's do pre-fall.
Pre-fall.
Because fall, technically, what is it? September 20-something, 21st maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So.
It's like right before my birthday. Well, I get most excited about fall drinks and beverages at, you guessed it, coffee places, specifically Starbucks, which I am a Starbucks girl, but I'm not like, as we've talked about before, devoted to Starbucks. Like, I love a local coffee shop, but I will give them the pumpkin cream cold brew. Like, get that with almond milk. It has me in a chokehold. I don't even want to know all of the ingredients that are in there. Unfortunately, I have Googled it. I'm trying to like not reflect on that though, because it is stunning. It is one of the best fall drinks ever. Highly recommend. Very excited about it.
Now we have had words about our previous town's coffee situation in the past, but didn't one of the local places there have the pumpkin cream cold brew?
I would not say that there was quite the same vibe, but yeah, they had their own version.
Yeah,
they had their own version.
Also, I remember another local place there. We did the tester flight thing.
Oh yeah, we did a coffee flight.
Yeah.
It was cute, and they had like seasonal drinks.
A lot of pumpkin.
Yeah, that's one reason I'm so excited to be here, because I'm sure like every coffee place will have a specialty fall drink, which, hello, I must try all of them. And we've got to vlog it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, we can vlog it, and then, we could probably just like pull the audio out of that and paste it into a podcast episode. You can listen to us like reacting to the different
I just
testers.
love fall everything, and I feel like it'll be so exciting to be in a town with a Trader Joe's too, because they have all these like specialty fall things as well. And we don't typically shop at Trader Joe's very often, but I feel like fall's the time to really get into it.
All the listeners are like, we get it. You like where you live. Well, yeah, we do. Okay. We didn't for a long time, and now we do. So
yeah,
let us have it. So fall drinks, that was your first one. My first one is...
That was like point A, and then Trader Joe's point B a little bit.
I see your list over there. Okay.
Yeah. I have a lot.
Lengthy.
I know.
So my first one is going to be the change in outfits, like going away. Now, my fingers are crossed for this year. Like, hopefully we're not still in the 90s in like fucking November.
Yeah, that is a problem about living in the South. In the fall, we basically get like 2 weeks of fall, would you say?
Yeah.
Like true fall.
And then with increased temperatures everywhere this year, I think it might double down in the South and be hot. But my fingers are crossed because I remember going back to being a kid, like when the air just changes and it's time for jeans. It's time for jeans. Also, since last year, love wearing vests, you know? So boots.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
We both love boots.
Both love boots. So like that jeans, vest, boots combination, putting the shorts away, which I mean, you know, hell, just still wearing some shorts with sneakers, and that'd be fun too with like a long sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
But just that, like being able to wear a light long sleeve and not feel like I'm gonna die. Like I'm just excited about that wardrobe change.
Oh yeah, fall fashion is the best, and that's several points on my list. Actually, it's like different.
Go ahead and dive into it.
Different falls fashions. Loafers.
Okay.
Love a loafer, and I mean you can wear a loafer like in summer, and I wore some the other day.
I did
but it
too.
was like
I'm still paying for it.
We know we heard all about it, but for girls, especially like loafers with like a little mini skirt and like tights, love tight season. And like I don't really wear tights. Obviously, I'm not wearing them here in like spring and summer, but I also don't really wear them in winter. Like I just go for like a jean or a pant. But in fall, it's like the perfect mix when there is that little bit of crispness in the air, which, as I said, we don't get much of. So you really have to get your tights ready for those like
pull the tights
14
down.
days that you can wear them. And they're
12
probably
hours.
not going to be consecutive days either.
Yeah.
It'll just be like random days where it's like 60 degrees.
So you just got to keep them in the corner of the room.
Or the tights with us right now. Yeah, so very excited about that. And I feel like fall patterns are like really, really good. Like, you know, I love a plaid. I love a checkerboard print. Love some checks. Love you in plaid.
Yeah.
Need you to wear more plaid.
Yeah.
Confused why you're not wearing it all the time. I love fall prints. Getting into a stripe. I feel like stripes are honestly more like summer, spring. But trying to bring stripes to fall. That's my mission this year. I'm ready to take it on.
I like it. I've mentioned this before in a previous episode, but man, some of these topics, you just really see the light come in Kat's eyes. She really came alive there. My second thing is football season.
I knew this would be on your list.
Yeah, I mean, any football fan out there knows, like, whenever August rolls around, you're getting hyped, whether it's college or pro. It's starting to be that time of getting excited.
Can you tell we're from Alabama?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, NFL is all over the place. Okay. So tonight's the first preseason game for the NFL. And September, though, once September hits, it's game time. So yeah, I'm just super excited about that. I'm not the type of person, though, that like I'm obsessed with football all year long. Like, once the season's over, I kind of like put it on the shelf. I get into my basketball gear. Not literally, but like in that mindset.
I'm like, wait, you have basketball gear?
Yeah. You've never seen it. And so then I kind of let the obsession die until this time of year again. Right. So,
well, I feel like that's healthy.
Yeah.
That's all about fall. Like, if I were drinking a pumpkin spice cold brew
in March,
yeah, you would be like, okay, this bitch is weird. Like, let it go. Yeah. But that's why it's special, because you're saving it for the fall season.
Yeah.
And it gives you something to look forward to.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like that is something that we should try to do for each season, really, is like appreciate that season for what it is and those things that you associate with those seasons.
Yeah.
And fall, there are just so many good ones. But save it for fall.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like August is a really interesting time because, yes, it is still very much peak summer, but you're kind of like, you're thinking about fall a little bit.
Exactly.
You're thinking about it.
Yeah,
you're like, I'm ready for it.
I can almost see it. It's right,
and like
it's right
September 1st, let's face it. Like, I mean, it's fall. Like, it may not technically be fall, but it's fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, once August is over, like,
summer's like, I've still got 20 days, and you're like,
no,
anyway,
not for me.
It's time.
Not for me.
Yeah, it's time. summer's over. Yeah. So what's another one of yours, or maybe like 3 of yours, because you got so many?
I know. Okay. Well, one that I wanted to also talk about with fashion is like sweats. Like, I love a sweat. You're wearing sweats right now. They look great. Shout out to Elwood.
Yeah.
We love Elwood.
Got into Elwood last year.
Please sponsor our podcast. We would love that. And also, they have excellent customer service because my sweatsuit went missing.
Oh yeah, it sure
Remember?
did. Yeah.
Never to be recovered. Never saw it again. I think I got stolen.
Yeah. How wild of a scenario was that whole thing where we were trying to both get matching sets
For a trip that didn't even happen.
That never happened.
Yes.
But we got the Elwoods out of it. But
Yeah.
I mean, we had this whole lost, quote unquote, lost mail situation with Elwoods, and yeah, they're great in fixing it.
And what was funny, didn't we order them the same day?
Yeah.
We ordered them the same day.
And we got the confirmed arrival same day. Mine was here, yours weren't.
I know. Someone wanted that size medium. They were like, no, we're gonna keep this one. And the fabric is great though.
Yeah, and, I mean, we lived in an apartment complex then as well, and there was, like, I know it's crunch time. People in the shipping industry are severely underpaid, overworked. Understand all that, but we had a real big problem, major problem with packages being delivered to the wrong door and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. We would like witness it happening all the time. And that was not the only thing that went missing last year. Like, I also had some jewelry that was not cheap go missing. And the sweats weren't cheap either.
Yeah.
But I mean, luckily everyone really worked with me. Like, all the customer service people really worked with me. So shout out to Elwood and shout out to Baby Gold because they both replaced everything that was missing.
Yeah.
That we never saw again.
Pretty much everybody in our building got to know one another because we were pretty constantly knocking on each other's doors and delivering the mail that we received incorrectly. I remember there was one day where I heard UPS sort of drop, a bunch of packages at people's doors, and then literally like 4 minutes later, you just hear a series of door knocks,
and like everyone's conversing.
Exactly. It was like early Christmas because we were trading. We were giving gifts. It just so happens we were giving them what rightfully belonged to them.
What they already paid for
exactly.
themselves.
Yeah,
that's so funny. That's so true. But yeah, sweats. And there are so many brands that I love. But just being able to wear sweats and not sweat your actual balls off is very nice. Because I wear sweats all the time. But,
we keep a cool apartment,
Well, yeah. Like, I'm wearing was this a sweat? What is this, a hoodie?
Yeah.
A hoodie. You're wearing sweats. We like it cool. But, I mean, also in the South, at least, they keep the indoors so cold in the summer, which I appreciate.
Go places, yeah, for sure.
Like, think about how cold I was in Santos. I was like crying, like I needed sweats that day.
Oh, that's right. She's not allowed to go on another coffee shop date without a sweater or something.
Always bring a sweater. I know. Like, I should know that. I should get that tattooed on my arm.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not really second nature whenever, like, as soon as you open the front door, you're going to get blasted by 104. Mm-hmm. So at that point, it's not like you're really like, oh yeah, I need a sweater.
Let me grab a sweater.
You got to think about coffee shop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so sweats. That's fine.
You might as well keep going because I've got a third one that's just the most canned possible answer to this. So let's just keep it rolling with you.
Okay. Well, to your point, I was going to say college pick'em.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because will you explain to them what that is?
For sure. Yeah. So my family for almost going on 10 years now, has participated in a family group college football competition. It's kind of similar to it's not fantasy football, but it's sort of in that same vein where you pick a series of 10 games every week and you kind of bet points on them, and obviously it tallies the points up, and there's a winner at the end, and
which is enough to excite me. I'm very competitive.
She is very competitive. So Kat's history with this is, again, my family's done it for about 10 years, and you'd been around the family for several years before you dipped your toe into this, but as soon as you did, you got hooked. Because again,
It's so addictive.
and you don't even know anything about.
Oh, no, like, I'm not someone who-
more now, but like still.
I mean, only what you've told me. Like, I do not watch football ever. Like, if it's on, I'm on my phone. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
paying attention to
and
it.
especially that first year, like you knew nothing.
No, I mean,
Right.
I still feel like I know nothing.
But yeah, I mean, the pull for you was the competition aspect,
Absolutely.
and seeing my brother fall from power, like
Oh, yeah.
he's so good at it,
Beating
and,
you.
yeah, exactly. So, your first year you came in third, which
Pretty
was,
good. Pretty
especially because you missed the first week, so you got almost no points the first
Yeah,
week.
if I had played
and you
that
did
first
so
week.
well the rest of the year, surprising my whole family.
Yeah, they didn't know.
And then, what was your second year? You got second place, and then third year you won.
I think so.
Yeah, I think.
Or was
I
it
think
my
so.
second year I won?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think
maybe
my
it was.
second year I
Yeah,
won.
Maybe it was. I don't even know how many years you've been doing it now.
I think
it's
this will be
such a
my fourth
staple.
year.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm not
So-
totally sure.
But anyway, yeah, that's definitely mine too. Yeah, because the other part to that is like I just enjoy football altogether, but it gives me as a fan, it gives me an incentive to watch games that I don't normally watch because I've got a lot of points riding on that specific game. So yeah, it makes the whole season fun, and adds that sort of extra layer of
That's probably the only time I will
Anticipation.
like somewhat pay attention to a game is if I'm like losing, like my team
Yeah.
is losing
yeah,
and it's like really close. And
Yeah.
then I'm like trying to manifest a win,
yeah, exactly.
which we'll talk about manifesting later in this episode.
Yeah. And that's what we're using manifestation on. Or like near the end of the year when, we've got like the big board of like, here are all the different possibilities that, might put you in front or put me in
Yeah.
front, or like how
All these
like
different,
my
like,
brother needs to
scenarios.
fall. Yeah. So yeah, that's always fun. So yeah, that's a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dumb answer for my third one, because I just really couldn't come up with anything other than outfits and football.
Only your third.
Yeah, is the cooler weather, and that's question mark, because I don't even know if there will be cooler weather this year,
yeah.
but hopefully so. But just in
At
general,
least a
though,
couple days. At least
Yeah.
a couple days.
I just remember like being younger, and I don't know, the sky felt different. Like there was just this.
Crispness.
There's a crispness.
Yeah.
There was like,
I can
the grass
honestly
smelled different.
Well, I can honestly already feel that in August. And like, I'm not kidding. Like, it just feels different. Like, you can feel like fall is on the horizon. Like, it's still blazingly hot. I think it was 97 degrees today.
Yeah, it was
But you can
ridiculous.
just feel the fall vibes that are around the corner. The air looks different. Like, the sky looks different when it's fall, which is another reason I love it. Like, it's so beautiful in like September, October.
Yeah. I mean, I just love different types of light. And I love that shift from like the harshness of the summer light to like you kind of get that almost diffusion with the light in fall. And yeah, it just
it's
paints
so
a different landscape.
cozy.
It's great. Yeah.
Such
yeah.
cozy vibes.
And I love that sort of almost like fully diffused light in the winter. It's
See, I'm
that's
not
my favorite season.
I'm not a winter
Yeah.
fan, which I will say last year, I feel like it was the most I'd ever embraced winter. Because normally I hate it because I hate being cold. I don't love winter fashion, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't love huge coats or big, just scarves and all that. Not really for me. But I do like fall where you're doing layers, you're doing light layers. But maybe this year I'll be able to really embrace winter and winter fashion.
I think it may go back to what you were talking about earlier, where like every season you need to have some staple things that you look forward to for that season. And I think that's just what you need to do with winter is
Well, I think for me, when I think of, okay, what am I looking forward to with the seasons? A lot of it for me has to do with fashion. So I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
like these specific things.
Yeah.
And because I don't genuinely gravitate toward winter fashion, and that's partially out of functionality. Like, I'm not going to buy a bunch of winter shit because it's rarely that cold here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, okay, I do need to actually invest in a few like winter staples. And I feel like that will bring me more joy. during those times.
You enjoyed your Uggs last year. That was a big deal. That was good.
So people were
New
hating
edition.
because they're like, "Oh, you just got into Uggs and get always like this." Well, guess what, bitch? I was poor.
Yeah.
I was poor when they were cool the first time. Okay, I couldn't afford them, and now I can. So yeah, I'm
Let her
into
have
Uggs
it,
now.
okay?
Let me have it.
Gee.
I'm into Uggs now. I'm looking at 3 pairs right now.
Yeah, you went and you're actually wearing a pair.
Oh
So
yes, I forgot
your
my
fuzzies.
favorite
Yeah.
fuzzies. Yeah, so we've got 5 pairs in the room with us right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan, and really got into jackets last year.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't really have my coat game where it needs to be, but this year I'm gonna invest in at least one really nice coat
Mm-hmm.
to like get me through. Because that's how I always feel in winter. I'm like, "Ugh, I don't really need to spend that much. It'll be fine." But then I always regret it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shell it out, and I'm gonna make it worth it this year,
See,
so I can really enjoy.
The other thing though that you've got to you've got to consider in winter, and all of a sudden I made this the winter episode.
Yeah.
But it's almost the opposite problem of what we were talking about a few minutes ago, where you've got to like think about what venue you're going to be in once you get there, because like you'll be cold whenever you get there. In the winter, you bundle up, you got the big coat on, then you get into Target, they got the heat blasting in there.
Target gives me
You're
so many
panic attacking.
Yes, truly,
Yeah,
literally.
it's
Nowhere gives me panic attacks like Target, especially like I'm going in the dressing room, I'm going in the fitting room of like Target or TJ Maxx, like I'm toast.
Well, especially
It's so hot in there.
because Target from Thanksgiving onward is elbow room only. You know, you're mushing through people.
True.
And that's going to definitely increase the panic levels. So
Oh yeah, so you
now
have to
you're-
layer
Yeah,
light layers,
light
big
layers.
coat, but something you can strip off, throw in your buggy.
Yeah, exactly. And you're on to the races. So any big last fall things you want to talk about? Because again, I'm
Halloween.
done over here.
Halloween.
Okay, yeah.
Which do you want to tell them about how you like literally never participated in Halloween until we met?
It was the devil's holiday.
Yes.
I would like to hear from some folks. Okay.
Okay. Maybe
DM
some people.
Cat.
Yeah, maybe some people can relate to your upbringing.
Yeah. So was it the devil's holiday for you? Let Cat know. Say hashtag devil's holiday. Okay.
Please don't say that.
So yeah, anyway, yeah, starting when we started dating and participating in Halloween was a non-negotiable. So I got into it.
Oh,
and enjoyed
yeah.
it. Realized, hey, I'm
I
not
was
gonna
like, come on,
I'm
freak.
not gonna conjure a demon. So like
You're not going to hell for putting on an outfit. Like
yeah,
it's okay.
and now I don't even believe in hell. So like it's all good. Halloween for everybody, you know? Like,
That's funny.
so yeah, I love Halloween now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, I just feel like, I was not raised religious like you were. My family definitely had more like, I do have religious people in my family, don't get me wrong, but my parents, my mom especially, is just more like spiritual. So we were always allowed and expected to participate in Halloween. From the time I was itty bitty, I was dressing up. So it was just like, yeah, obviously I'm dressing up. I'm going to put on this cute ass outfit and get free candy. Count me in. That sounds
and
great.
she was 3.
Literally.
Yeah.
Well, or 2 when I was watching Pet Cemetery. True story.
We had very different upbringings.
We did. We did. We were
I
both.
watched Pet Cemetery when I was 28.
I was literally like 2 or 3 whenever it came out. I was watching it. But yeah, now we still participate in Halloween.
Yeah.
And we
Kat
love
introduced me to my first horror movie,
Oh, really?
Conjuring. Yeah.
That was the first horror movie you ever saw.
Yeah. 2016.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. My first Halloween was with you as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's true. Which that was before we were dating, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Also 2016, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know when we started dating, honestly.
Late 2016.
That was 2017.
That's when we started telling people.
When were you Facebook official?
Yeah, and we revealed it on April Fools. So
No one knew.
everyone at work, they assumed for a long time that we had been. So then you gotta keep that up, right? Give them that
Yeah.
April Fools. Like,
I know.
is this a joke? Is this
yeah.
real? We were celebrities.
Oh, definitely. That's when we should we should let them know on April Fool's Day that we're married.
Yeah, because a lot of
Honestly,
people
it's
don't
really
even know
fun.
that either.
Yeah.
We
That's
just
funny.
both of us are like this. Like we're not really into the like telling everyone our business, and also we don't love when other people tell other people our business.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. That is a huge pet peeve of mine. This is so funny, though, because we really don't announce anything. And it's very ironic because this is my job.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
yeah,
we
we're on a podcast right
we say more on this podcast than we
Yeah.
do to people in our families.
now. If someone in our families were to find this podcast, they'd find out a lot about us. That's the goddamn truth.
We're just both very private.
Yeah.
We're both very private, which I like. I think that's hot. Like, it's chic.
Exactly. It's mysterious. And I think even a lot of people would not realize how far we're talking about, because I think a lot of people might be like, yeah, I'm private as well, but like people in their family still know what's going on.
No.
Our families don't know a whole lot. And then there's been several scenarios where
My
like,
family or my friends.
yeah.
I don't tell my friends anything unless they ask. Just because I don't, and it's not that I don't like talking about myself. I mean, I'm human. I'll talk about myself, whatever. Especially if you ask me a question, I'm probably not going to lie to you. I might. I don't know.
yeah.
Depends on who it is who's asking. But I'm just not going to be like, oh, hey, like this
Here it
happened.
is. Yeah.
But I haven't told most of my friends that we're married.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're listening to this, we are married.
There you go.
How funny.
Yeah, I mean,
We eloped, obviously.
we did. Yeah. That was fun. 11/22,
Yeah.
November 22nd.
I mean, we're just private.
We are.
And that's
We
okay.
are. We don't have to wave a banner and be like, "Oh, we're doing this now."
Yeah. I don't know. It just doesn't feel.
My best friend didn't even know we moved cities. He lives in Arizona, and he didn't know we got married. Didn't know we moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because like, okay, this is bad, but like, I was like, I don't want to like tell him through text, but I also didn't have the energy because we had a lot going on. Didn't have the energy to have that like conversation.
Yeah. Well, and that's my thing too, is like, I never want to just like bring something up about myself.
Yeah.
It feels weird to
Yeah.
me. I don't know why, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, not like, oh, hey, by the way.
Yeah. And okay, so also he'll never listen to this, so I don't care. But
Maybe
like
he will.
he
Send it to him.
and there is a happy ending to this, but like also when all of that was going on, when we decided, I mean, we've been dating for 6 years, I guess, and we decided to get married, and he had freshly been dating someone. So, and his dating history had not been the most successful. We'll just say things rarely ever got past like 2 or 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So he was freshly dating someone, and I didn't want to be like, oh, by the way, I just got married.
Yeah.
And
well,
then
that's true.
maybe be like, oh, well, it didn't work out between us. You know, so like, I felt like there was a very delicate situation there, and so I didn't bring it up for a few months, and
I
then
know.
he found out through someone else, and I don't feel like he's a little miffed about it, but like, hey, I mean, I was trying to think of him,
I know.
and yeah, but anyway, he and that person are getting married, so
Well, congrats to them.
congrats to them. It's a happy situation.
Yeah.
I guess I could have told
it
him early on,
It
but
worked out.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I feel like maybe it is a flaw for both of us.
Sure.
Kind of in that way. At least with our friends and like our family, we should probably feel more comfortable sharing those things. But I'm just like they'll ask if they want to know. And rarely does anyone ask anything about
it's
me.
interesting, yeah.
Especially with my family.
Yeah.
Honestly, with a lot of my friends. They just kind of tell
You're
me
too
what's going on
stable.
with them.
You're too stable.
I know. Yeah.
here's
No
the
one
thing.
really checks in on me, which is fine.
A lot of times the people who offer a lot,
Maybe
they're a little
they're-
chaotic. They're a little chaotic. We'll just say it like it is. They're
yeah.
a little chaotic.
Yeah.
So we're both a little too stable.
That's true. That's true. We just keep to ourselves.
Yeah.
We just keep it very chill.
Yeah. I also don't want to like burden people with things going on.
Like our marriage.
Yeah. They're
Like
like,
our
no,
love
we
for
would be
each other?
happy to know that. I'm like, oh, it's
I
kind of
don't
like
really
it's kind of
know.
like Larry and his dad on Curb, and it's like,
Yeah.
we didn't want to bother you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. Which a lot of my family members are very private. So maybe it was like inherited. But I feel like I wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like I wasn't like this in like my 20s, especially when like social media first became a thing. Like in Facebook, I was like, I just ate.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just changed my outfit. Like I was telling all my business.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the stuff I should have really kept to myself, like relationship things. I was posting on there.
You're
Let's
putting
post
it out there.
quotes. This is being drama. Yeah.
Song lyrics.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Just like passive aggressive. But now I'm just like, I'm not interested
Mm-hmm.
in any of that. Like
It's
I
kind
don't
of
even.
an energy thing. Like I just don't have the energy to, you know?
Yeah. And the older I get, I think the more you realize that not everyone has your best interest at heart.
That's true.
Like they want to see what you're up to, but not because they're happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see what you're up to so they can like pray for your downfall. I know that sounds really crazy, but I truly believe that a lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
I believe that. And the more you tell people, you know, they can put like an evil eye on you. And like they're trying to like manifest bad things for you.
Yeah, but if they don't know
Exactly.
anything, then they don't
They don't know anything about
they don't
me.
know that they have to put the evil eye on you.
Yeah, no.
It's fascinating.
It is fascinating. Well, I just believe so much in energy and like,
Yeah.
which we've talked a lot about, which this is a good segue into our
Sure,
other topic.
Yeah. Go for
Manifestation.
it. Yeah.
Well, on that note, just thinking about the older I get, and I've always believed in like energies and like we can protect ourselves, we can protect our own energy, we can influence what we bring into our lives. And I feel like that goes hand in hand with a lot of like manifestation beliefs. And I'm a huge believer in manifestation. I kind of have always known about it because I said like my family, my mom was very spiritual and like she knew what that was. Like with me growing up, I was introduced to this topic probably earlier than most people are, but I didn't fully understand it until a few years ago and really get invested in it. I would say what, like 2018, 2019?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So when I really got into manifesting, I really went through the channel of The Secret,
Okay.
which I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with. And I think when you get into manifesting or like you're curious about manifesting, that's kind of the route you go because it's kind of like basically intro to the law of attraction and to manifestation and kind of showing you how it all works and kind of just like expanding your mind to like understanding this concept because it seems far-fetched, honestly, if you really think about it. Like, oh, okay, like my thoughts and my feelings are like attracting everything into my life. But then the more you think about it and the more you digest it and the more resources I think you check out, it kind of starts to make sense. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would.
Like, what has been your kind of journey with this?
So I did The Secret alongside you, and we also did The Magic.
We did The Magic. When was that?
That was more recent. That was like 2021, maybe. Was The Magic, I believe. So, or was it last year? Was it 22? I don't remember.
I think it was 2021, like at the end of the year.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's sort of been my experience with it. I definitely believe it's a thing that, you know, I mean, there's some obviously validity to it. I have an interesting relationship with it, though. And I also wonder if this is relatable to anybody, but because of my religious background, the funny thing is this, and this is also what leads to the complicated feelings toward it, but it's so similar to the concepts specifically in like Christianity with like praying and just how you sort of go about things in that. And the funny thing is that a lot of Christians that I know would think that, you know, manifestation or The Secret is like woo woo and like creepy and weird.
Not Christian
And,
or like anti-Christian.
and
or
now
something.
that I kind of have this like outside perspective, I'm like, it's the same thing. I mean, you just replace the
Different
words
label.
with different things.
Yeah.
And so, you know, for the past few years, I've been working through some complicated feelings about organized religion and kind of coming out of that. And yeah, I've still got some things to still work out with that, but yeah, no, I'm a fan of manifesting. I would like to be better at it, get to a better sort of place of mind that I can be more effective with it. And you're helping me a lot with that. I mean, just like with everything else in my life, you've helped me come out of some dark places with religion and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful and I'm happy for kind of where I'm headed, you know, mentally and spiritually as well. So yeah, I mean, I think all good things in the future.
Definitely. What are some things that you feel like you've manifested? Even if it's just like small stuff.
Well, I mean, honestly, I can really jump to a big thing, but I mean, I think the jobs that I have now,
Oh, definitely.
I mean, I remember back when I was applying to just a bunch of stuff, you know, just kind of taking that shotgun method of just like, we just really want to get out of Dothan and just really need a new job, and just applying to a bunch of stuff. And, but like, I have a comms degree. I wanted to use that. And the first thing that the first job that I applied for where I work now, like I got it, you know, and
it was so like
it was
the process
so specific
Yes.
to like what I wanted to do.
right.
And it was also so specific to like, it fit all of my past experience in a way that I didn't think was possible. Like I didn't think that job existed because while I have a comms degree, I'd always worked in education with students. And so I was like, well, how am I going to really translate that to a comms field? And I wound up getting a comms job in an education setting. So, I mean, it was
like the perfect mix.
Yeah, it was a really weird mix. And also like just talking to people who have worked here at this place for a very long time, they're very open with the fact that like it takes people applying to this place like 10, 12 times before they get a call back.
Yeah, and that was your first shot.
Yeah, it was
just meant to be.
First thing that I applied for.
And you kind of knew, like just talking to you about it, like you knew that you were going to get the job. Like you were like, yeah, this job is mine. Like you were so confident. And it was like, wow, this is really like meant to be.
Yeah. And that was special because I don't know. I dealt with so many applications that didn't go anywhere and had really kind of gotten down a little bit. And like, yeah, it was cool to feel that feeling again. Cause I remember, I mean, I feel like every job that I've gotten, I have felt that like, oh, I know, like, yeah, I mean, I'll get this. And it had just been a long time since I sort of felt that. And I mean, that's something that we've talked about the past couple of weeks, but like what helps with manifesting is like putting yourself in the state of mind of like gratitude, but also like you were talking about like focusing on relief or like the
like
feeling
the
of
feeling
getting that thing.
I think that that's honestly the key to it all, is because when you're manifesting something through the things that I have read, and I do a class by To Be Magnetic, which I cannot recommend enough. Like it's helped me so much, like really take my manifestations to the next level, but I can talk more about that later. But anyway, it's really all about attaching yourself to the feeling and not necessarily the thing you're trying to bring in. So, okay, if I'm manifesting a job, or if I'm manifesting a move, or if I'm manifesting a person or a relationship or whatever, or like a purse, something small, a coffee, anything, you have to attach yourself to the feeling you're going to get once you get that thing, not the thing specifically. So like if I get this job, am I going to feel relief? Am I going to feel happy?
Right.
What am I going to feel? Because it's not about the job. It's about the feeling of getting the job. So if you can focus on the feeling instead of that specific thing, you might get something even better.
Yeah.
But you're going to get the feeling.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that's what it's all about. And it's hard to kind of remember that sometimes, especially if you feel like you're in like a rut, or like you've hit like a rock bottom, or really things just are not going your way and they haven't been for a while. It's hard to kind of like get yourself out of that. But if you can, then things will really start to shift.
That's really cool. So you mentioned the Tubu magnetic thing. Is that what you've used to like meditate? Is that what that is?
So they have like deep imaginings is what they call them, which is basically like a meditation. So you can just listen to it, and the woman who does it is Lacey Phillips. She's great. She does the meditations, and you can just listen to them, and it's supposed to like just expand your mind and open like new neural pathways so that you can like reprogram yourself, because it's all about like controlling not just your thoughts, but like how you process things and how you feel.
Okay.
But it's so good. Like it is a subscription, so it's not free. I think it's like $30 a month or something, but it will pay for itself. I promise. Like I've manifested so many amazing things since I've been doing it. I think I did it for like a year, and then I took a break, and I was like, I'm gonna take a break for a while, and then I was like, okay, I need it again. So I'm back in it now.
Because we kind of jumped right to like what was something I manifested, but like, can you talk about like your journey with manifesting? Like, what are some things that you manifested, and maybe it's like several different levels of things?
Oh, sure. Like I feel like I said, I got introduced to manifesting really early, but I have always been really good at manifesting certain things without knowing that that's what I was doing. And so my belief is that we're all manifesting everything all the time, whether we know we are or not. But I manifested some things that you would not even believe. Like it didn't even make sense at the time that this would happen. Like when I was in college and I had my older car, I told my mom, I remember saying, I was like, I am not going back to school with this car. Like I've got to get a new car, because it was basically just like falling apart. And I won't share like how it ended up happening or anything like that. But let's just say I manifested a new paid for car. And it was just, I mean, unbelievable. Like there was no way or no reason that should have happened.
And honestly, looking back, it makes even less sense.
Yeah.
How it happened.
And like, you know the story.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like 15 years later, it's like,
and I still have that car. Yeah, I still have that car and love that car, which it's about time to manifest another one.
Yeah.
But I'm working on that.
I feel like she's about in that spot where your high school car or your college car was.
I know, yeah. So I'm the type of person where if I have something and I like something, I will keep it. Like I'm not going to constantly, like especially cars and stuff like that, trade them in. But it's about that time. But anyway, I've also manifested a lot of relationships.
Okay.
Looking at one. Right now.
No.
Yeah.
Rawr.
And I think people ask like, oh, can you manifest certain things? Yes. I wouldn't say as far as like a relationship, like, oh, I'm trying to manifest this specific person. I don't know if I would go about it in that route. I mean, I have, but
like you have a picture of them hanging on your
yeah,
mirror,
like maybe not make a shrine to them, but like be open to like,
burning
okay,
a candle.
I want someone with these qualities. Like you can definitely do that. Easy. But I've also manifested much smaller things too, like free coffee. Yeah. Like one day I was writing down, okay, I'm going to get a free coffee today. And I went to Starbucks and I got my coffee, but they accidentally made the same one twice. And so they gave me both. Wow. And I was like, that was easy.
Yeah, double coffee.
Yeah. And I was hyped up. It was probably pumpkin cream cold brew. But yeah, that was great. I also recently manifested a shower head, if you recall.
Yeah, you did.
Which that was so funny because I was
wild.
talking about a shower head just like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
For like what, a week.
Yeah.
Like mentioned it several times. And then we get here and in the PR box, there was a shower head.
Yeah.
It was so random. I had no idea it was coming.
Yeah. I mean, I saw you like looking at shower heads and, yeah, I mean, you kept talking about it. You're like, I'm going to get a filtered shower head.
Yeah.
Cause that was specifically the thing was you wanted one with a filter on it.
Exactly.
And, yeah, then.
And that totally didn't
sent
make
you
sense. Totally did not know that was coming because that was from a tanning company. That was from
Yeah,
Olive Paradise. Thank you, Olive Paradise. But they sent me a PR box with a shower head.
Yeah, because not like y'all had been talking about shower heads or
No,
like,
I had no idea they were
been
sending
looking
that.
at Isle of Paradise
No,
specifically.
we arrived. No, and it wasn't even their shower head. Like they make tanning stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like they
It was a
partnered
collab
with this.
something.
Yes, they partnered with this other company and sent it, and it was amazing.
They didn't
right
even
now.
know why they were partnering, but turns out it's because you were
It's because of me because I needed
Yeah.
a shower head.
Because what is time?
Yeah, and definitely money. I manifest money
Yeah.
all the time, which I love.
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to get.
I love money, and money loves me.
Yeah. Yeah. You're such a good influence on me.
That's why I'm an influencer. Duh. Was there anything else we want to talk about on that?
I don't think so. Yeah, all of that is really, really interesting, and I mean, obviously, I get an unfiltered view at manifesting from you, living with you, and being married to you. So
When you say it's real,
yeah, so yeah, I'm excited to sort of start that journey even more. So
to like consciously do it.
yeah,
Because like I said, I feel like we're all doing it regardless. So if you can actually do it with intention, you can really have more control over what you're bringing into your life. And that's what we all want, right?
that is what we want. Yeah.
You can't control everything, but you can control a lot more than you think.
And I feel like that is a great period on the episode here.
Yeah. We'll talk about maybe some tips next time. Manifesting tips.
Yeah, okay,
I feel like that would be good.
And like tips to like increase your vibes.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
vibe check,
Definitely vibe check.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that is going to do it for us tonight. Before we do wrap, I did want to again thank everybody for listening. If you've listened this far, if you've listened to all of our episodes, we appreciate it. I did want to let everyone know that we are on a few other platforms now. We've been primarily on Spotify and Apple Podcasts up to this point, but now we're on pretty much all the other popular ones. Google Podcasts. We are on Pocket Casts. We're on iHeartRadio. So if you have a preferred platform that we haven't been on up to this point, give us a search and we should be there. So appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, y'all. Love ya.